For anyone that likes DC Comics or just hitting people with cars, Injustice Gods Among Us looks set to be one of the most monstrously swollen scrappers of the year. Unusually, it's also a fighting game for people who want a bit of story with their spin kicks. And with that in mind, this week's Rumour Mill will sift through the plot, trying to work out quite what the hell is actually going on. And if you still want more, we'll do a full roster list and exploration of the game's mechanics next week.
Justice League fails. Cloud kills millions.
But today, we're dealing with the plot, and if you want to avoid big spoilers, but still get some speculation, then you can click the annotation above to jump ahead now. Ready? Here we go. The story centres on Superman basically losing everything. For reasons as yet unknown, the Joker sets his sanity-free sights on the Man of Steel, levelling Metropolis and killing Jimmy Olsen. No, we don't care about that bit either. More importantly though, he also tricks Supes into murdering Lois Lane and their unborn child, prompting Superman to take a zero-tolerance stance against crime, creating a new world order known as the Regime and pronouncing himself as ruler. He becomes utterly ruthless, and there's some speculation, and this is a mega spoiler, that he might actually kill the Joker immediately. However, everything we've seen suggests that somehow the Crown Prince of Crime still features, and it could all just be part of another twisting plot. Another Joker decoy? It's been done before, and it could set up a big reveal where the heroes of the world have been duped into destroying each other through the machinations of Mr. J. In typical Batman style, the Caped Crusader takes umbrage at Superman's repressive methods and starts a rebellion, essentially creating the DC equivalent of a civil war. So, there's Superman's regime and Batman's rebellion. But who's on which side? Well, it's a little bit complicated, not least because we expect plenty of shifting allegiances. But here's what we've got so far. In all the trailers, Wonder Woman is in with Superman, supporting the argument that humanity cannot be trusted to govern itself. Slightly dubious Flash, who is already beginning to question the legitimacy of the Order, also joins them. Well, we wouldn't be surprised if some of the traditional Bat friends also join the regime too. Looks a lot like Nightwing may have abandoned Bruce in favour of Clark, and judging from who she fights in the footage we've seen, maybe even Catwoman too. We're speculating here, but there's evidence that Hawkgirl and Shazam are on the super side, the latter being especially surprising since Nemesis Black Adam appears to be on Team Kal-El as well. Aquaman is apparently forced into joining the regime, but everything we've seen implies his allegiance will change, and he'll turn his crab army on his former oppressors. If the regime seems to favour muscle over mind power, Batman's team is more cerebral, made up of more gadget users than power users. Now, we know he's joined by Green Arrow, with Oliver probably packing those kryptonite arrows in a team-up reminiscent of The Dark Knight Returns. And longtime ally Cyborg also joins them. The newest character that we've seen, floaty empath Raven, could also join Team Bat, thanks to the erstwhile Team Titan connection. Less predictable though is the Joker's apparent betrayal of Harley Quinn, and the dialogue between her and Bat suggests she is in the rebellion as well. All we need now is Alfred to turn up with a set of sharpened silver cutlery, and we are done. We get the feeling that so much of the story is going to rest on the armoured shoulders of one Lex Luthor. In his trailer, he clearly talks about joining the regime and choosing the winning side, but this would mean ignoring his deep-rooted animosity against Superman. In his trailer, he's clearly talking about his role in the past tense, maybe suggesting he's left, and when talking about killing Batman, he's in hologram form instead of actually being present. Maybe a double cross? This shot from his reveal trailer clearly has him facing off against Superman, with Batman at his shoulder, so it easily could be some deep Lutherian plot. We can't be sure of exact details, but expect a plate of intrigue with a side helping of betrayal. Now that still leaves plenty of villains, and to be quite honest, we're not sure who goes where. We can't really see the Joker being welcomed into either faction, with all the murder stuff, and the likes of Solomon Grundy are similarly ill-fit. Deathstroke would make a fearsome teammate for Batman, maybe a little too fearsome, but we have seen him crossing swords with Wonder Woman. Crucially, we know that Doomsday is in, one of the few characters powerful enough to actually kill Superman, and NetherRealm's Ed Boon also teased interstellar ass-kicker Lobo, another DC character with enough muscle to knuckle up against the last son of Krypton. However, we've had 22 of the possibly 24 characters, so we're rapidly running out of slots. That's all we've got time for now, but we'd love to hear what you have to think about it, and we've got tons more info if you actually want it. Either way, Injustice is shaping up to be a must-buy for comic book fans, not to mention a satisfyingly brutal fighter for fans of the fisticuffs. As ever, thank you for watching, and please remember to rate, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you again in the Rumour Mill next week.